Hello history buffs and welcome back to the channel. Today I thought we'd take a look at Naboo's most infamous queen, Queen Amidala. Padmé Amidala was born Padmé Naboo. She was renowned for her leadership, diplomacy and unwavering commitment to peace and justice in the galaxy. As the Queen of Naboo and later as their senator in the Galactic Republic, Padmé's life was marked by political intrigue, personal sacrifice and tragic romance. Her story is interwoven with the rise and fall of the Republic, the emergence of the Galactic Empire, and the complex dynamics that shaped the destinies of key figures like Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Emperor Palpatine. Padmé Naboo was born in 46 BBY before the Battle of Yavin in the city of Theed on the lush planet of Naboo. Raised by humble parents Rui and Jobal, Padmé grew up in an environment that valued education, civic duty, and compassion. Her father, a respected intellectual, instilled in her a deep sense of responsibility towards her community, while her mother encouraged her academic pursuits. From a young age, Padmé exhibited remarkable intelligence, charisma, and a talent for diplomacy. She excelled in her studies and participated actively in youth programs, including humanitarian efforts to aid refugees and underprivileged communities. Her early experiences shaped her strong moral compass, a profound belief in the power of democracy and negotiation over violence. Padmé was not an only child. She had an older sister, Sola, who played a significant role in her life. Sola, though less involved in politics, shared her family's dedication to learning and societal contribution. She pursued a career in education and science, becoming a university professor on Naboo. Unlike Padmé, Sola chose a more private life, focusing on her family and raising her two daughters, Ryu and Pooja. Despite their different paths, the sisters remained close, their bond rooted in mutual respect and shared values instilled by their parents. At just 14 years old, Padmé was elected Queen of Naboo, adopting the formal regnal name Padmé Amidala. Naboo's political system allowed for young, idealistic leaders to rise through merit, and Amidala's poise, intellect, and dedication to public service made her an exceptional candidate despite her youth. Her reign began during a period of relative peace, but she was soon faced with a crisis that would define her leadership. In 32 BBY, the Trade Federation, under the influence of the Sith Lord Darth Sidious, secretly Senator Palpatine of Naboo, imposed a brutal blockade on Naboo, protesting against the Galactic Republic's taxation of trade routes. Amidala's initial appeals to the Republic for assistance were met with bureaucratic stagnation, exposing the corruption and inefficiency within the Senate. Refusing to let her people suffer, she made the bold decision to travel to Coruscant herself, accompanied by Jedi Knights Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi, to plead Naboo's case before the Senate. Frustrated by political inaction, Amidala called for a vote of no confidence in Chancellor Valorum, a move that led to the election of Palpatine as the new Supreme Chancellor.
What?
An event that inadvertently set the stage for the Republic's eventual downfall. Returning to Naboo, Amidala formed an alliance with the Gungan people, uniting Naboo's human and Gungan populations against the Trade Federation. Her courage and strategic leadership was instrumental in liberating Naboo, earning her the respect of her people and the galaxy.
We will watch your career with great interest.
Padmé Amidala shared a profound and unique bond with her handmaidens, a group of specially trained women who served not only as her attendants, but also as her confidants, bodyguards, and political allies. Chosen for their intelligence, loyalty, and combat skills, Padmé's handmaidens were more than just mere servants. They were integral to her security and her ability to navigate the treacherous world of galactic politics. Operating under the code names Sabe, Rabe, Sashay, Yane, and Irte, they often acted as decoys, advisors, and trusted companions. Padmé treated her handmaidens with deep respect, viewing them as equals rather than subordinates. Their shared experiences from the invasion of Naboo to dangerous diplomatic missions forged strong emotional connections rooted in mutual trust and unwavering loyalty. This sisterhood provided Padmé with both protection and emotional support, especially as she faced the isolating pressures of leadership. Among Padmé's handmaidens, Sabe held a particularly significant place. As Padmé's most trusted decoy and confidant, Sabe often assumed the role of the Queen's double, using her striking resemblance to Padmé to mislead potential threats. Sabe's intelligence, tactical acumen, and unwavering courage made her invaluable, especially during the Naboo crisis, when she successfully posed as Queen Amidala, while Padmé operated under the guise of a handmaiden to negotiate with the Gungan people. Their relationship transcended the formal dynamic of queen and servant. Sabe was Padmé's closest ally, someone who understood the burdens of leadership firsthand. Even after Padmé's tenure as queen ended, Sabe remained deeply connected to her, continuing to serve Naboo's interests and later dedicating herself to uncovering the truth behind Padmé's mysterious death. Sabe's loyalty to Padmé endured long after her passing, driven by a profound sense of friendship, duty, and the shared ideals they both fought to protect. After her term as queen ended, Padmé continued her public service as Naboo's representative in the Galactic Senate. While serving as Galactic Senator for Naboo, Padmé Amidala continued to be accompanied by a group of loyal and highly skilled handmaidens. Though her role had shifted from queen to senator, the handmaidens remained integral to her security, diplomatic missions, and personal support. Unlike during her reign as queen, when the handmaidens frequently acted as decoys, their focus during her senatorial career leaned more towards protection, intelligence gathering, and assisting with political affairs. Some of the key handmaidens who served Padmé during this time included Dormé, perhaps the most prominent of Padmé's handmaidens during her time as senator. Dormé was a trusted confidant and assistant. She was highly intelligent, poised, and capable of handling diplomatic affairs alongside Padmé. Dormé often accompanied Padmé on diplomatic missions and was deeply concerned for her safety, particularly when Padmé was targeted by assassins during the early days of the Clone Wars. Corday served Padmé as both a handmaiden and a decoy. She tragically lost her life in 22 BBY during an assassination attempt on Padmé's life upon their arrival on Coruscant. A bomb planted by a bounty hunter targeting Padmé exploded, killing Corday, who had been posing as the senator. Versailles also served alongside Padmé and Corday during the same mission to Coruscant. She was another victim of the assassination attempt that killed Corday. Though less is known about Versailles, her role as part of Padmé's security detail underscores the dangerous environment Padmé navigated as a senator during the volatile years leading up to the Clone Wars. Then you have Motte and La. These handmaidens served Padmé later in her senatorial career, particularly during the final days of the Galactic Republic. They were present during Padmé's pregnancy with Luke and Leia, often attending to her in both political and personal matters. Like their predecessors, Motte and La were trained in diplomacy and security, providing both emotional support and protection. While Padmé's handmaidens during her senatorial years were less frequently required to act as decoys compared to her time as queen, their roles were no less critical. They remained fiercely loyal, providing not just physical security, but also emotional grounding for Padmé as she navigated the increasingly dangerous and morally complex politics of the Galactic Republic. Her tenure as senator during the waning years of the Republic showcased her as a passionate advocate for democracy, diplomacy, and humanitarian causes. Amidala was a leading voice in opposing the Military Creation Act, which proposed the formation of a standing army in response to the growing threat of the separatist movement led by Count Dooku. Her strong anti-war stance made her a target for assassination attempts orchestrated by separatist factions. To protect her, the Jedi Council assigned Jedi Knight Anakin Skywalker as her personal bodyguard. This assignment rekindled a connection between Padmé and Anakin, who had first met during the Naboo crisis when he was a young slave boy with dreams of becoming a Jedi. Padmé and Anakin's relationship evolved from friendship to romance during their time together on Naboo, where they sought refuge after another assassination attempt. Despite the Jedi Order's strict code for forbidding attachment and Padmé's own reservations due to her political career, their bond deepened. Their love story, marked by secrecy and emotional intensity, reflected the larger tensions within the galaxy between duty and desire, order and chaos. In 22 BBY, following the events of the Battle of Geonosis, where Padmé fought bravely alongside Jedi forces during the outbreak of the Clone Wars, she and Anakin married in a secret ceremony on Naboo. Their union remained hidden from both the Jedi Council and the Galactic Senate, symbolizing both the strength of their love and the dangerous risks they were willing to take for it.
I got a bad feeling about this.
As the Clone Wars raged across the galaxy, Padmé continued her work as a senator, often clashing with figures like Chancellor Palpatine over the Republic's increasingly authoritarian measures. Despite the war's demands, she remained a staunch advocate for peace, frequently working behind the scenes to negotiate diplomatic solutions and protect civil liberties. Padmé's friendship with fellow senators, including Bail Organa and Mon Mothma, would later serve as the foundation for the early rebellion against the Empire. Her political acumen and commitment to justice made her a beacon of hope, even as the Republic she fought to preserve crumbled under the weight of corruption and war.
So this is how liberty dies, with thunderous applause.
Padmé's life took a dramatic turn during the final days of the Clone Wars. Anakin, manipulated by Palpatine's promises of power and the fear of losing Padmé, succumbed to the dark side, becoming Darth Vader. Unaware of Palpatine's true identity as Darth Sidious, Padmé desperately tried to reach Anakin, believing she could save him from his descent into darkness. In 19 BBY, after the fall of the Jedi Order and the rise of the Galactic Empire, Padmé confronted Anakin on the volcanic planet Mustafar. Heartbroken by the man he had become, she pleaded with him to abandon the dark side. Anakin, consumed by rage and paranoia, lashes out, severely injuring Padmé. Rescued by Obi-Wan Kenobi, she was taken to Polis Massa, where she gave birth to twins, Luke Skywalker and Leia Organa, before succumbing to a broken heart. Padmé's death marks the end of an era, but her legacy endured through her children, who would play pivotal roles in the fight against the Empire. Her final words, "There is still good in him," reflected her unwavering belief in Anakin's inherent goodness, a belief that would ultimately prove true when he redeemed himself years later. Padmé Amidala's influence extended far beyond her lifetime. As a leader, she embodied courage, wisdom, and integrity. Her dedication to peace and justice inspired future generations, including her daughter, Leia Organa, who inherited her mother's strength and commitment to the Rebel Alliance's cause. Padmé's life was a testament to the power of conviction, the complexities of love, and the enduring struggle between light and darkness. In the grand tapestry of the Star Wars saga, she remains a symbol of hope, resilience, and the profound impact one individual can have on the fate of the galaxy. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll be back to real historical figures from next week. As always, have a wonderful day.